Okay, hello, this is Wmpyr. This is part two of me reviewing knife fight scenes from Hollywood movies. This one is from the Expendables 4 2023 film. I have not seen the movie. I think I only seen Expendables 1, and I was like super disappointed because it's not what I thought it was. Expendable. The first time I heard that word was from Rambo First. No, not First Blood. Rambo 2. In that movie, the girl asks him, she says, why did they send you? And he said, because I'm expendable. And that was a very, very cool scene. It's just simple dialogue, but it just hit me hard, and I remember that, and I remember feeling, wow, I'm expendable too, you know. So I think that's a scene where the viewer can relate to Rambo. So it's a powerful, powerful scene, and that word expendable, they made that into a movie, and so I was, yeah, maybe my expectations were way too high. But anyway, so come and get it. Knife fight scene, The Expendables 4. Okay, so once again, this is Jason Statham. I got nothing against the guy. Okay, what was it? Lock, Stock, Smoking Barrels. That one is that the name of the movie? Really enjoyed him in that. Okay, that was like his first movie, I think, if I'm not mistaken, his first breakthrough film. Yeah. Anyway, since then, have I watched a Jason Statham movie that I enjoyed? Not that yeah. I've seen The Transporter, but yeah, none of those movies appealed to me, and that's nothing against the guy. Um, it's just I kind of fell out of action movies. I really did. Action movies not my thing anymore. They used to be my favorite thing, especially action adventure movies, but not anymore. I'm just having some kind of trouble relating to it, and here's another example. So, you know, anyway, I'll try to make it positive as I can. Anyway, this is Jason Statham, and the other guy, I believe, is it the guy from The Raid? I'm not sure, but I think he's related to that somehow. If it's not him, it's the guy that fought the guy from The Raid, or something like that. So if I'm not mistaken, this is an Indonesian actor, action movie star, and he is like a silat guy, right? So he's been recommended to me many, many times. I haven't really seen those movies. They just, once again, a lot of these modern movies, I can't do it. I can't do it. I just fall out of it. It takes me out. So I'm gonna try my best to do kind of like a breakdown of this fight scene. So okay, the guy's like, bring it on, right? So look like they're inside of a massive what is it called? The office part of a boat. That's sad, right? I don't know how to say it. On a mega ship. They're in the control center. Okay, that sounds a little better. So it's Jason Statham and this other guy. And Jason Statham looks like he has two big knives. And the other guy has two nightsticks. Okay. The two knives, I think I can understand more if you've... Still, I would think it's a firearm and a knife. Why is it two knives? So maybe the firearm got lost, right? The handgun and his submachine gun got lost. His assault rifle's gone. So now he has two knives. Boom. Okay. So I can accept that. Two tonfas? Why on earth two? Maybe one. You're police, you're some kind of security, so you have one tonfa. Okay, I got it. A nightstick, not a tonfa, not a martial arts weapon. A nightstick, okay? But he has two of these things. Okay, that's already... do I gotta give him credit for being unique? I don't know. To me, this is a little silly to see two tonfas right there. Okay, so then they're doing an exchange, back and forth, back and forth. I saw a blade. Looked like the other guy had a blade. It's like hard to tell. So Jason, I don't know why it looked like the other guy had a blade. Maybe he does. It's just too fast. I can't see. Jason is the guy who has blades, two blades, right? He's attacking. The guy with the tonfa's defending. All right, you got a nice exchange. It looks cool. It's fast. It's rapid. Pa, 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 pa. Okay, awesome stuff. In, in reality, I attack you with a knife. You block with a tonfa. I'm in pain. I'm worried my arm's broken. Okay. Um, the way that they're doing it here is wild. Okay, so now they get to the clinch. Thankfully, something a little bit more realistic. They're in the clinch, but of course they're in a stalemate, and nobody gets the better of the other. And then they switch positions just because it's Hollywood. And he's trying to hold him down with a tonfa, and then he hooks him and he throws. So all that exchange, they're in the clinch. They switch positions in the clinch, and then he's able to throw him from the clinch, obviously, and then nobody's cut from that. That's ridiculous to me. But okay, whatever. And they keep going. Another nice exchange. We see Jason do a crazy jump spinning heel kick maybe, and then the other guy does a kip up, right? And now there's some serious posing going on, and then they're going back to fighting. And this is, let me see, the best part. This is the best part. This to me is like the only part that was really worth it for me personally. Jason goes in with the knife. So he has a knife in the reverse grip. He goes in with the knife. The guy blocks it, right? The guy blocks it with the tonfa. And then Jason continues the motion and cuts the guy in the face, and the guy's surprised. Okay, that to me that's amazing. And that is something that when I teach the force-to-force block, that is one of the things to do the force-to-force block correctly, because, what's the force-to-force block? The force-to-force block is you grab the stick with both hands like this, okay? So I, give you an attack and you block it like that. But there's more to it than that, which is proper body angle in relative to the other person's attack, right? And that is hard to teach. But one of the ways to teach it is that if I continue with my attack, this alone is not good enough, because you will do a follow through and you'll hit me. Okay, so even though I'm blocking, it's going to continue on and it's going to hit me. And that's exactly what this shows. And that's a huge lesson. That is it. You can't just block like in the movies and that's it. It's block and then it does a follow through, so then you could still get cut up badly. And that's what this showed. So to me, I'm super glad. Not all attacks are that way, granted. But it's not difficult to do a follow through, and it's not difficult to cut the person. And this shows that. So I was like ultra happy about that. What just happened there is the reason why I chose to continue to do this review. If I didn't see that, I was going, oh man, I don't think I should do this review. I don't know if I have anything good to say about, really worthwhile to say. That right there that's something is super important when I teach the force-to-force block. Every time I teach the force-to-force block, I teach that. That is the most important lesson. That is extremely important. And on both ways. So the person attacking learns how to overcome the block, and the person doing the block learns how to do the block properly. Super important. So okay, I'm happy now. I'm really happy now. Okay, because I was super worried, because I was telling you guys, when I watch Hollywood action movies of the more recent ones, this one's 2023. I get mega turned off. Like, I can't even, it's hard for me to just watch. I have to separate myself from the movie and just kind of go to La La Land, take out my cell phone and, play some games or something. And then when the fight scene's over, I'll come back, So this made it worthwhile. Let's keep going. I know I'm going to be disappointed. Oh, so on his tonfa, it looks like there's a blade on one of them. At least one of them. So that's what I saw earlier. Because I was like, this doesn't make sense. Anyway, is that what that is? Or is that coming out of his sleeve? I can't even tell. guys, you got to show this stuff better. Yeah. You okay? So they keep going again, exchanging, rapid fire exchange. It's just I don't care how fast you're going. If obviously the guy's attack is not really a threat, or it's not, it's by that, like I could throw a punch to you as fast and as hard as I can, but if it's off the mark, we don't have to worry. And that's what I'm seeing here. It just looks really off the mark. Um, and then some super fancy kick. That was kind of cool. I gotta give credit. This is a totally Hollywood move. Hollywood move. But is it possible? Maybe. So the bad guy does this crazy. I think he's the bad guy because Jason's the good guy, right? So the guy does a crazy jump spin kick, right? And Jason, I don't know if he blocked it or got hit a little bit by it, but anyway, he felt the force, so he's sliding back, right? As he's sliding back, he's using the knife on the guardrails on the side, and you see sparks flying, and he's kind of using it to stop him from sliding back as much. So he's kind of like as brakes. So that was kind of cool. That in a cartoon kind of way, very creative, very cool. I like that. I like that. I'd rather see like moves, one or two big moves like that, rather than like let's put in like 15 different awesome stuff in there and just bombard you with all the bam, 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 bam. That to me, that is the problem with today's um, Hollywood fight scenes. I'd rather kind of see like it's almost like professional wrestling, like way back in the day. Not today. Today, what are they the what is it? The inside word. What they're saying is there's high spots, right? So you're doing this is like where you're doing your trademark move, or you're um, or you're going for a finisher or whatever. And these professional wrestlers today are just going one after the next, and these super big acrobatic moves, one after the next, one after the next, and your brain and your vision, you start to get accustomed to it, where it's just like it's nothing, you know. But back in the day, you'd save it and you do it at the right time, and you're trying to go for the finish, and the crowd is going, do it now, now's the time you could do it, and then you jump off the top turnbuckle, and you go for the finish, or the guy moves out of the way or whatever, and the crowd goes wild. To me, that's way more exciting than let's just go one high spot after the next. You go even older school, back in professional wrestling, the guy would just like put a claw on the other guy, right? And the crowd was like, he has the claw. Oh my gosh, and they'd go crazy. It's not even like that spectacular looking of a move, but it was a different era, I guess, and it worked. I miss those days. I really do. So maybe that's what it is. Okay, for today's generation, where we're all like, I don't know, our brains have been affected by TVs and uh, computers and our cell phones. Maybe today's kids and today's people need more faster pace. This is a post MTV, generation, so it has to be faster paced, like a music video. And for me, that doesn't really, yeah, it doesn't resonate. But okay, I'm just going off on a tangent. So let's continue on with the fight scene. Oh, and that's it. I it stops there. Maybe there's more, but at least in this video, that's all I got. So anyway, I'm sorry I went off on a tangent there, but yeah, I'm glad. Look, when I see these fight scenes, you know, I'm noticing a lot of these people. They're the choreographers. They know martial arts. I can tell. And sometimes the actors too. Um, not just they trained for this fight scene, but like they are real martial artists or whatever. Sometimes get to see stuff like that. But yeah, the way the choreography is done, I'm not super happy. I wish there needs to be a change for me to be drawn back in. And maybe some of you all feel the same way I do. But anyway, until then, that's it for now. Thank you for viewing, and take care, folks.